No.
Oh my goodness. It's a Tuesday. You know what that means?
No.
Oh my goodness.
I hear voices.
I hear voices too.
I hear
You know what that
voices.
means? I hear
Where are the
multiple
voices? Did I
There we
forget to
go.
take my medication?
Yeah. Guitaro!
What's up?
It's good to see you, my brother. Miss you, man. Miss you. You know who I really miss, though? Everybody that's in the chat. I've missed you all week.
Oh, suck up.
You know it. Dude, we have the best. We seriously have the best chat in the world. All y'all are awesome.
Well, I mean, the show sucks, so at least the chat is good, you know.
Well, and today, I don't know if you saw the tweet I put out. I think we can upgrade or downgrade to dumpster fire is what we could shoot for tonight.
Wait, is dumpster fire lower than?
So as I was typing that tweet, I was thinking about it. I'm like, I wonder if we should like create a hierarchy of like level of shittiness. Like, okay, it goes shit, like just shit by itself, shit show, dumpster fire. What about a regular fire? You know, where do all these things line up? Like, these are the important questions that we need to know. So,
dude, that sounds like a year-long research project.
I know we should try to get some funding.
Powered by Red Bull.
We need to get some Red Bull funding for this. We need to know what is the level of things and their shittiness.
I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
English is my fourth language. So.
Literally.
It is actually third. Well, no, it's my third language, but dumpster fire is the absolute worst. I don't know about that because every time I see a dumpster fire, there always seems to be another way of that dumpster fire to go down. It's like you have dumpster fire, then you have like dumpster fire in a flood going down the street. You know, then you have dumpster fire going down the street hitting an ambulance. You know, so I mean, just like
Kobeski says, dumpster fire hot tub.
Oh. Currently discovered the dumpster fire is the worst. There may be more we don't know, but well.
Is this like a discovery of like the horizon in black holes? The horizon event?
I guess so. Like here in Tokyo, we don't have dumpsters, right?
Nope, you don't.
We have like trash bags that we put out that people pick them up and and they throw it away. So I mean, yeah, that's what she said. Neighborhood of Brock. We must go deeper. Anyway, as always, let's do some catching up. How was your week so far, my friend?
Oh, it's been eventful. Super eventful.
Eventful.
Yeah. How about you,
good and bad?
How's things been with you?
Well, it's been fun. I did the 50K this last Saturday.
Wait. You didn't just do it. You pounded it, dude. You crushed it.
I don't know about that, but I walked for 13 and a half hours, so...
And side note, if you all aren't following Kataro on Instagram, you better get up on that, because there is some dope footage and dope pictures of that amazing 50K.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
I really enjoyed following along with you.
Yeah, I have a couple thoughts about this year's. As far as the overall scoring I would give me is C minus, me barely passing grade. Mm-hmm. I think the biggest issue I had was I got complacent. I thought I didn't give this challenge the respect that it deserved. Yeah. Right, the distance, whatnot, the rig condition. I lost about 1/3 of all the captures. If you look at the wiggle map, you see like a big drop suddenly, and that's because of my rig didn't act up, my phones didn't act up. The background of this whole thing is that I felt that I got complacent. I kind of felt I lost a goal right after DEF CON. I was just like, yeah, okay, I'll put in some miles, but I lacked motivation, right? But and it was rain. It started to rain when I got to my grandma's cemetery. And so I spent about an hour there just waiting the rain out. Yeah. Then I started walking. And there was a lot of things that went a lot better than last year. So like this time I went through the city, I constantly ate, and let me tell you, constantly eating helps a lot.
You
Like,
gotta fuel yourself.
yeah, I like every hour I would jump into a convenience store, get a rice bowl or something and eat it, and then just keep walking. And that was awesome. I didn't have the physical fatigue at all.
Yeah.
A lot of things worked great. The backpack worked great. It was a lighter backpack. The stuff that I had was good. I wore sandals. I wore my Lunasol sandals.
Which I think you're a madman for doing, by the way. That was legit.
But here's the thing. I didn't have any issues with my knee or my lower back while I was walking, or even after I got done.
Crazy. That's awesome.
So, the pain levels was expected. There was nothing to be surprised. My body is way over less of a wreck than it was last year. So clearly the training work, the gear selection, and all of this, the mental fatigue is better. Route selection was awesome. So everything kind of worked. If you look at it by the parts that made that trek possible.
Yeah.
If you combine all of that, it didn't work. Which is kind of funny, right? Because and all the mistakes that happened on that trek were the fact that I got complacent and I didn't respect this challenge the way I should have. Right? Because I thought, well, like I've done it last year.
Right.
I know what to expect. I made changes that I wanted to do, and it worked out great, right?
Yeah.
But and then as I'm walking, I was having a lot of fun. I had a great time. I saw a lot of more really cool things, and but part of me, like in the last 10 12k, I was experiencing fatigue in my legs that I haven't experienced before. Like, I had to start having little twitches here and there and whatnot, and it was just pure being tired, right?
Right.
And then I started to look back on it, and then I realized that all the things that were annoying me during the trek, like I did, and then was the fact that I thought I had it, and I didn't not necessarily plan it right, but I didn't prepare for it correctly.
Yeah.
And as I'm walking, I'm going through this really weird emotional state where I feel like I know this was a failure compared to the level I wanted to be at, but at the same time I was really accepting of that failure. So it was very cathartic in a sense. Like I was like, hey, this isn't working, and I'm like, yeah, shit, man. I was like, it's fine. Like I learned a lot, and and then I got out of it. I came home, I slept over it, and then I looked at the logs that my rig was logging, and it was logging here and there were some issues. I lost a bunch of data.
Yeah.
But I wasn't sad about it. I was just like, yep, that's exactly how I expected it was going to be at.
Yeah.
And then I looked back, and back in the days when I was in the theater, the second day is always the day that everything goes wrong and shit fucks up, because the first day everybody's so nervous and they prepare for that first day,
right?
And then the first day is such a great success that the second day you'll be like the second day things start to go wrong because you got complacent, because you thought the first day was so good, right? Just go through the motions again, right? And then the third and fourth day, like if you have a 4-day production, third day is usually the best day, and then the fourth day is the most interesting day because people start experimenting with new things. And I think I realized that because a lot of things, when I look back on it, it's always the second time or the second day, or after you've done it a couple of times, there's that one point where the laws of the universe force you a reset. Right? You're right. Like, oh, you thought you had this. Here, let me throw this wrench in your plan, right?
Right.
So, and the funny thing is, like, I'm not jaded. I'm actually more refreshed than I was. because now I have a goal. I have a better, clear defined things that I have to work on, and it was kind of interesting. So it was in a way that everything worked and didn't work at the same time.
Yeah.
Right. And from a mental state of point of view, I'm really refreshed. I'm happy now. I enjoy the humbling, right?
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah, well, shit. I thought I was the shit. Turns out I'm not.
And what a great way to just be lethargic and then also find yourself in the sense, right? And humble yourself, right? Because it's like push yourself to that limit and then see what happens.
Yeah, last year my body was a wreck.
Yeah.
For 2 weeks.
Yeah, I remember you were you were bitching about it all the time.
And then
kidding.
And after DEF CON, my body was a wreck. But so clearly, the training that I've been doing and all those things worked.
Right.
Everything that I've done so far worked, but I think going forward, what I need to do more is I don't need to train harder or smarter. I just need to train with sincerity.
Mm-hmm.
I think, right? I know a lot more what I need to do, but I need to commit to those things and not just go through the motion, right?
Right.
And I think that's the same for a lot of things that we do, right? Even hacking too is
yep.
It's always oh, I got this, and then you're like, oh, maybe I didn't.
Right. So. Well, and I think too, in running and with other stuff, it's kind of like a rut, right? You get yourself into this rut, and then you're able to do it at a certain level, but you're not actually expanding yourself out beyond that. And I've definitely been in that, or the runner's rut. I've definitely had it with hacking, where it's just okay, what do I need to throw together, to get the bare minimum of this thing done.
Right.
And you got to get that fire, right? Because if you don't have that fire about it, what's the point? What's the fun?
Yeah, and I think it was a humbling and refreshing experience. Now I'm oh wait, if I train harder for another 2 months, maybe I can do another similar length one within this year, and then I'm thinking about winter and I'm looking forward to the next 50K. So it's not I'm not doing this shit ever again. How can I do the next one better, right?
Right. And I think that's the goal, right? Is how do I do whatever the next thing is a little bit better than I did the last one?
Yeah.
So.
Like I said, all the individual pieces worked great. My food planning, my route that I picked, the gear that I chose, my body, my mental state, but it was just it was you can have the best ingredients and still be a shitty cook kind of situation, right?
Right.
But yeah, no, I had fun. It was relaxing. It turns out the funny thing is in the last, I think it was 6K, around the 6K mark, the last 6K mark.
Yeah.
I took a left where I should have taken a right. And I went for 2K, and then I just broke down. I was just, when I realized, I looked at the map, I'm like, oh my God, fuck. And then I just, my heart broke. That's where my spirit broke once. It was just do I redo the last 2K and then they added 6K, the 8K?
Yeah.
Or do I just jump on a cab from here and call it a day and call it did not finish, right?
Right.
And I just sat down. I just looked at my watch, and my watch power had died off because I ran out of my Apple Watch power died off, and I had both of them. I had my Garmin and my Apple Watch, and my Garmin is 1 day left. I'm like, shit, I charged this whole thing today. Turns out that it doesn't matter if your watch has ultra marathon length battery power. If you're slow and long, it will eventually run out. So I just need to be quicker.
Turns out
But,
ultramarathoners can do it in
yeah,
pretty
turns
quick
out they-
times.
yeah, they don't run for 20, 13, 14 hours straight with their GPS on. But no, so I was just like, and I just sat down. And this is like already like, because the thing is like, okay, the whole 52 routes of 52K took about 13 hours.
Yep.
But that does not include the 4K going that I have to walk to get there, and then or the time I woke up, or I stayed up, or so I stopped the watch every time I took a break, right?
Right.
So I woke up that day at 3 a.m., left the house at 5:30 in the morning.
Yep.
I got home past 12. So already by the time I got home, I've been on the move for 21 hours, right?
Wow.
And this is like the last hour, like right before the last hour. So around 10:30, 11-ish, I'm like, do I need to redo the 2K? I don't want to redo the 2K. So I'm just like, all right. And at that time, my mileage was like around 48K, I think.
Yeah.
Or 49K-ish or something like that. Or somewhere around. I was like, okay, I'm gonna walk to 50 because I'm 50 years old. I want to walk at least my age, because then I can give up. I said, look, I walked as much as how I am, how old I am, and I can give up. So after I got there, it was like 50K. And then I was like, wait, it's only 2 more from here. And it's like, at this point, I know where I am because I'm in my neighborhood.
Right.
And I'm really going, it's literally down this street, around the corner is my house.
Yeah.
And it's like, how am I going to get home from here? I can't get a cab. Just like, because like, it would be like crawl into a cab, ride it for 2 minutes, and then crawl out of it, just like, it's stupid, right?
Yeah, it's probably gonna do more damage getting in and out of the cab.
Right. So I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna take it baby steps. So now I'm gonna go to that stoplight, or I'm going to that pole and take a break.
Yeah.
Pole and then take a break. Then take a break. Just literally like baby pedaling my way home.
Yeah.
And then the moment I got home, everybody was already asleep. So I was just like unloaded my backpack, and I literally just I'm just gonna take a nap here, because the thing is, like, last year when I did it, I was fighting the cold.
Yeah.
I was freezing, and I asked them to prepare me a hot tub, and I jumped in the hot tub.
Yeah.
This year, my fight was I was fighting sleepiness, like around the 35 to 40K, mark. You get into that rhythm and you kind of zone out, and you just like, like don't think about anything.
Yep.
I was trying to find ways of if I could sleepwalk. I was like, it's just straight. I'm just close my eyes and I'm like, oh, I can't do this. I was really fighting the sleepiness. So I jumped in. I got some coffee. And the funny thing is, like, there's Starbucks everywhere except for the time I needed one. It's just like, wait, I see Starbucks or or all these coffee shops every day, all the time, and now I can't find one. What the fuck is going on here?
Hey, that's an improvement for next year that you can add, is plotting some last 10K Starbucks.
Yeah, so I made, but no, it was fun. I had a lot of fun. I saw a lot of things. I feel a lot better.
That's awesome.
I'm rejuvenated through my defeat. I don't know if that makes sense or not.
Oh, it totally does. It totally does.
Right?
I mean, for one, it's not, in my mind, it's not a defeat. Like, you got there, you did it. Like, you definitely did amazing work. So, yeah, you definitely deserve to be rejuvenated. You accomplished your goal, and not only that, you were at a really place where you wanted to quit. That brings to mind of, like, you see those Iron Man runners and stuff, and they're right at the finish gate, and they collapse right before the finish line, and then they're crawling over the finish line, right? That's what I'm kind of envisioning. Kind of your mental state was you crawling over the finish line.
No, I was definitely crawling through my door.
Just like... Dude, it's freaking inspiring. That's freaking awesome, man. I love it.
I need a break.
So stoked you did it. So, Congratulations, man. That's awesome.
So, Thank you very much. I had fun. So anyway, let's move on to the news.
Wait. We got a couple things first. How many Wiggle networks did you put up during your walk?
Well, the thing is that it was only like 20K or so, I think.
Only 20K.
Total. I mean, it could have been more, but my rig crapped out, so. But,
well, you're just leaving some for next time when you do it.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like catch and release. And then real quick.
Well, I didn't catch it, and so I didn't release it. I'm the fisherman who said I
see the
nothing,
fish.
I caught nothing for the environment,
so that I can leave it for next time. Oh jeez. And then real quick in the chat, huge shout out to Very Low Label for hooking everybody up, and we got
Lozaling gave it tier 2, right?
Hooked up people up, and as well as Monkey Dragon did some subs. So thank you, all y'all are freaking amazing. We love you. That is freaking awesome. Yeah, I saw the chat like just blow up with tier 1 subs, so that's freaking dope.
Yeah, sorry, I thought it was all about me for a minute. So.
Oh, it absolutely was. I didn't want to interrupt, dude. That was awesome. That was really cool. So,
no.
And then also at the same time, the chat was doing really cool stuff too. So freaking awesome. All right, let's get to the news.
Yes. In the news, some tech news first. Gateworks has announced this will be your kind of thing, mini PCIe module for the 802.11ah Wi-Fi Halo standard. So it's based on the newer CROM NRC 7292 system on chip, US only. Compliant with 802.11ah Wi-Fi Halo. I have no idea what that means, but it operates in the 900 to 928 megahertz frequency apparently. So, but it has a range up to 1 kilometer, so that should be interesting, right?
Yeah, that's really interesting. Yeah, I don't know anything about it. I need to go. I just pulled up the Wikipedia page.
I'll throw the link in the chat.
It looks like trying to do offloading of cell tower traffic in rural areas.
Yeah. Neighborhood Brag goes, wow, AH? That must be a low data rate. Yeah, probably. I don't know.
Yeah,
it looks like
256 QAM. So that's going to be what, 300 megabits?
I thought it might be something you can add on into your Kraken.
Hell yeah. Okay. Oh, and it looks like it's 16 megahertz channel widths. Interesting. Wait, what frequency was it on?
902 to 928.
900 is so smashed with stuff.
Yeah.
But it's still cool that they're doing this type of stuff. But right on.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cool, right? It says up to 4 megabytes data rate, 1 kilometer range. It might be slower on 150K, but it could be an interesting side project for somebody, right?
Yeah, it looks like under best case scenario, you could get 234 megabits.
Right.
With the 256 QAM free spatial stream.
Variable label 300 megabyte isn't 28.8 kilobytes. In another news, here is something that might be of your interest, particularly for you. Spotty Wi-Fi is a crypto rapper who made $192,000 in 60 seconds by NFTs. So
I heard what the true meaning of NFT is today, and I thought it was kind of funny.
What does it mean?
It's time for some nice fall temperatures.
Man, white people and their pumpkin spice.
Okay, hold on. Speaking of that, this came across my.
The hell is that?
They're all Ashley.
Oh, special. Right. NFT neighborhood brackets. NFT is a 4-letter word. You got that right. Well, the article is interesting. It was an interesting read, but apparently this musician called Mig Mora Thought his music career was over in 2012. This year, he released an NFT project that generated more music in 60 seconds than he had ever made from full year releasing music. Now, that is, I think that's a testament to the NFT bubble market, but also maybe music wasn't his thing. I don't know.
Yeah, right. So I heard about this thing in NFTs. What was it called? Dream art, I think it was. Basically, people are just adding like shades or colors over existing like memes and pictures and stuff, and then like pushing NFTs. Apparently, that's like a $10 million market. So maybe we should start minting some NFTs, Kentaro.
I'm all game for money. But no, the art, regardless of what you think about NFT and crypto, as in like cryptocurrency and CryptoPunk and whatever, the article itself is a fascinating read. It's a very long article. It's not a very long, but a decently long article. But I had fun reading it because I was like, they were like, what? I have no fuck. Wait, what? That's a thing, right? So, if you have a chance, go give it a read. It's a fun read.
Add it to my read list.
Yes. Now, you remember the Newsweek story we had? You know, of that Edward Snowden and Bluetooth headphones.
Yeah.
So I found another. What the fuck are you talking about? News article. This is from a site called She Finds, and I don't know what She Finds is. It's apparently some kind of destination where women are inspired to treat themselves. We are committed to making women feel good with fun, approachable editorial coverage of fashion, beauty, news, daily finds, life hacks, styles, and tips. So that's the site. On the site, it says the one Wi-Fi network you should avoid at all costs, according to tech experts. Guess what it is?
I have no idea.
Right?
Such a wide question. We should post it in the chat. Anybody in the chat have any ideas?
The title is the one Wi-Fi network you should avoid.
Starbucks.
FBI surveillance fund.
Wirelesshitshow.com.
Yes, you should definitely avoid the wirelesshitshow.com. Although that's yeah, whatnot. So in the article, it talks about you should not connect to a free public Wi-Fi. Okay. That could be a valid argument.
I've been saying that for years.
Right? But here's the thing. They have a quote from a Catherine Brown, founder and marketing director of a company, and I will mention it later. She says the one Wi-Fi that everyone should avoid by all means is free public Wi-Fi, because the encryption standard that protects all modern Wi-Fi network is not secured enough, and sensitive information can easily be accessed using this Wi-Fi network. I don't know, but that English is not right. Because the encryption standard has nothing to do with the network itself, right?
The lack of encryption standard.
Yeah. So, and she goes on. This includes details that were understood to be encrypted. Today's Wi-Fi standards are flawed and should not be trusted. One of the biggest threats with free Wi-Fi is the ability for cybercriminals to place themselves between a connected device and a connected area. Fair enough. So instead of connecting directly to the hotspot, one can end up sending confidential information to cybercriminals. Okay. The criminals then can access all the information, such as emails, phone numbers, credit card details, business data, and the list goes on. Wait, what? Only if it's being transmitted over the network can they access that. Maybe.
Right. Maybe like 10 years ago when Firesheep was like a thing you could actually use.
Right. And then she goes on. Here's the kicker.
Yeah.
And once a hacker has that knowledge, he has the power. Well, fine. He has the power to blackmail or even bankrupt you. Okay. And I was like, who the hell is this Catherine Brown? Turns out she's a founder of a company called Spyik. Guess what Spyik makes?
spyware for your spouse or significant other so that you can spy on them.
Yes, it's the definite parental control and remote monitoring app for kids for cell phones. So I'm like, wait, right?
Interesting.
So she has a self-interest of people not using Wi-Fi and using cell phone data and having her app on it, right? Now,
interesting.
The article goes even down a notch.
Yeah.
It goes, Eric McGee, senior network engineer at TRG Data Center, agrees. The best Wi-Fi to use is a private one that is hidden from public view, runs and set to run on double PA2 encryption that has an updated password. I did this. Double PA3. I don't even know what an updated password means. That means like what? Like constantly change your password? I don't
No. It just means updated, you know?
It means updated.
It's not a password that you thought of in like 2011. It's
not the default router password that came with it. I'm like, all right, here's the link to the article. I'll send it in the chat.
Okay, real quick, I did a little digging on the person behind the shefinds.com, and it's someone who's a regular appearance on the Fox News channel and the Today Show, and she's also been on the Tyra Banks show. So
why are we not on Fox News? We should be on Fox News.
Dude, all you gotta say, there's 3 magic words you have to say, and you can get on Fox News instantly.
NFTs are the way hackers can spy on your Wi-Fi. I don't know.
We're here to tell you about the true dangers of NFTs. That's right. You're El Quintaro.
I don't know. But like, I don't know. I mean, the thing is, the article tries to be good, and it's pointing kind of towards a general direction, except for the fact that they're pointing at a very wide direction. It's like me going, the US is that way. Just like
right. Well, and honestly, like, it's not even like great advice for just general people, I don't think. I mean, like, yeah, the avoid open networks is good, but it's like maybe a background in how like a lot of the web is now using SSL encryption, and then there's like a layer of security that's protecting you there, and like maybe a statistic on so many websites are, and the majority of like the things you're going to do online, or I don't know. It's very weird, and definitely the phrasing is very interesting, as you said.
Right. VPNs encrypt data and act as a secure link between the user and server. All information passed through this link will not be visible to any cybercriminals. Yeah, right.
I wonder if Spy IC has a bug bounty program.
I found a bug. Your director doesn't know shit about technology.
Let's see. It's Spy IC.
And like, if you go to the Spy IC site, this is like a next level creepiness. Like, if you have to install a remote monitoring app on your phone to keep an eye on what your children do, the problem is not technology. The problem is your relationship with your kids.
Yeah.
3 simple steps to start monitoring remotely.
As a parent in this digital age, though, I will tell you it is difficult and also very daunting. Well, you are too, but it's...
Dude, I got 2 teenage kids. Well, I had one. One is 20 now, so he's an adult, but...
Lucky.
Here. 3 simple steps to start monitoring remotely. Sign up free. Install SpySpick. Begin monitoring. I'm like... See, this is what ransomware people should do. They should like have this kind of like simple sign up money back guarantee kind of
Oh, side note, speaking of ransomware, have you seen the gloriousness that is the ransomware tech support chats that have been showing up on Twitter?
Oh, right.
There's some good ones. There are some good ones.
Right. All right. Well, okay, that was it. That's, I think, the news. You had some more minor stuff you wanted to share.
Yeah, but real quick before that, there's been a couple of really interesting breaches too that have happened that have sparked some interest. There was the domain registrar called epic.com, Epic with a K, that had a breach. That seems interesting. Apparently, there is some VPN keys, and so one of the things that I think might be interesting is go back through my datas and see if there's any of their IPs in any of my data captures, and then see if there's any open VPN traffic. And then
I thought VPN was secure. That's what the other dude said. Oh, hey, congrats, Milkman.
Until your VPN provider gets popped and the keys are on the internet. So I started thinking, like, what if I started like an NSA as a service where I sell boxes, and like we're just gonna collect data for now, and it's probably gonna get popped in the future, and then we could probably like decrypt it at some point in the future. But we should just start hoarding data now. So yeah,
and SaaS.
And SaaS, we're doing exactly, monitoring as a service, right?
Isn't that what Troy Hunt does? That pwned. Oh wait, I have been pwned.
Have I been pwned?
Have I been pwned? Sounds like a job for P cabinet.
He gets like the fresh data directly from the source.
Right.
So he's got some connects.
P cabinator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyways.
So like in the Internet Archive for network traffic.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right, we're gonna need sponsorship from Western Digital or EMC or something like that, because there's gonna be a shit ton of data.
Or Samsung. Samsung would be dope. Some dope freaking flash monsters.
The fact that we're trying to do it hardware and not like cloud-based is just how nerdy we are. It's like, we could just spin up some kind of like cloud-based solution and just Something says fuck something.
We'll just go build our own data center.
Yeah.
For collection. Yeah. We'll put it right next to the NSA one in Bluffdale.
Yeah, maybe we can plug it directly into this. Let's get some Hardhat. Hey, Hardhat Brigade, you guys are on. You guys are going to be the physical infiltration team. You're going to run a cable into the net.
Yeah, we need you guys to plug a cable into their data center into ours. Okay, true story. I've driven over there a couple of times, and it like gets sketch if you even pull into the driveway over there, because they have like highway patrolmen that just sit there as like their entry level guards, and then they like, that's not even NSA guards, that's like they got the full-time highway patrol guys that just chill. That's all they do, is just sit in their car, probably watch YouTube all day, because like every now and then a nerd like me drives up and just waves and then pulls the car out and drives by.
Monkey Dragon says, "We got this." Mr. Bill goes, "Colo with NSA. COLONSA."
That sounds like that either sounds like a drug that fixes colon problems, or is a problem with the colon.
That does sound like a medical drug that you see like late night. Do you suffer from anal leakage? Talk to your doctor about COLONSA. Side effects equals erectile dysfunction.
But increased packet capture.
Yes. Sensitivity to packets.
Electromagnetic spectrum might cause interference with the way you think.
Did you suffer from anal data leakage? Side effects include insomnia and use of nano.
So, moral of the story, collect all the things, because you never know when keys get released, and and we're like this close to quantum computing anyways, so everything's just going to be broken anyways. I
had an interesting opportunity to chat with the CISO of Merck when they got ransomware. You remember the Merck ransomware that caused all the shipping distribution issues?
Yeah.
I got to talk to the CISO at that time after he retired from that position, and he said the funny thing, and this I thought it was awesome actually. He said, yes, it caused a lot of pain, but our company or the employees there, these are the people who have been doing shipping distributions for decades prior to computer networks.
Right.
So when they got hit with the ransomware, they just switched back to phones and faxes like they used to, and telegrams or so. And they're like, yeah, we had the operational capability to go analog, and that's how we got through it. So the digital team was trying to recover the network, but the operations side switched to, well, just going back to the old days with pen and paper and phone. And there was a glitch initially, but it wasn't as big of a operational takedown as it could have been.
Right.
And I thought that was kind of funny. Whereas in like when you look at what happened to Sony after the North Korean ransomware attack, that brought them down hard. So.
Right. Like even executives, and like that caused huge issues, production delays. That was nuts.
And but it was again interesting. Like they had enough of the old school people still in the company that says they just kind of like, oh, turn for me and my fax machine. Anything is for rectal use if you're brave enough or willing enough.
Oh gosh.
Anything can go up your ass once. Now, whether or not coming out of it is a different thing. Like I had a friend of mine who was a proctologist, and the horror stories he would tell me was just like nightmare. Like the biggest thing he pulled out once was like this big can of hairspray. And the guy said, oh, I was taking a shower. I came out, I sat on a chair, it just went up my butt. And my friend just goes like, yeah, this thing is like this thick and this long. There's no way that just kind of went up your butt. Just
my God.
Happens all the time, right?
Oh dear.
All right, enough of that. Miner. What's up with the miner?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so made a little bit of progress. Let's see if I can switch over to this. Made a little bit of progress.
Variable table. These things happen. Sounds like you have some experience, but go ahead.
Basically, I checked all of the traces and checked everything, and I couldn't figure out where the how to tap the data lines without pulling the chip off. So, of course, I added some flux, added a little bit of heat, and more heat. Got to use your little gun, your IR gun, to check your temperature. Don't want to overheat it. Don't want to overcook it. Yeah, getting close, getting close. And so Milkman says, started watching me talk to myself. Yeah, I may have popped on stream the other night, top secretly, and was doing some.
What are you now, lost? You're doing secret streams too that you don't on us?
Well, it was just that, like, I was doing it and I had everything set up because I was using my microscope and everything, and I was like, I'll just push start stream. So I'm sure people were like, oh, Kentaro and Dark Matter, because I didn't change the message. And then just find me. So anyways, I was...
Admit it, you're feeling lonely with your hot tip.
Except for I didn't stream this. This is all private. I kept this for that. It was a different video that I did of me just screwing around with it, trying to find... so basically what I did is I took the... Fast forward a little bit more heat, added more heat, got my tweezers out, got some more heat, getting closer, and perfect chip off. Oh, damn it, I keep pushing it too far. There we go. And watch the part where I actually pull it off, because that was kind of fun. But yeah, I was able to get a pretty clean, perfect chip off, which was pretty awesome. I was pretty happy about this one. The balls on it. Good temperature on this, based off of this solder. I would say I wanted to hit about 260 degrees Celsius is what I was thinking. 250, 260. Yeah, and then got that thing chipped off.
See the money shot.
Yeah, the money shot. So, took that thing. Let's see if I can switch to my overhead camera. Took that thing, and a friend of mine had this really dope all sockets case. And
Crux go. Hey, Crux is here. Cool.
Hey, what's up, Crux? So this all sockets little case, because this is just a eMMC flash chip that we discovered. We found it out. It's a 64 gig eMMC. And so
you're off screen.
What?
You're off screen.
No, I'm not.
There.
You're
That's what it
delayed.
is.
I already fixed
Okay.
it. See.
No, that's fine. I'm just saying.
So, anyways, this cute little reader is able to take the BGA. I don't have my tweezers on my desk anymore. I don't know where they went. They ran away. Anyways, it's able to read this, flip the lid down, and it reads. And you just simply plug it into an SD card reader. Boom. Pulled all the data. Pull all the data! And then guess what you found out? Or I found out. We'll click over here to my command prompt window.
It's actually
completely unencrypted. Was that your guess? Not encrypted.
No. I was totally going slow for it. It was actually it was an Raspberry Pi. I don't know. I need more Red Bull to be funny.
Get you some Red Bull while I explain this. So basically the way that this is broken down is it's in 3 partitions. You have the root, which is they're running OpenWRT, it turns out. Right. Which, did we find that out already? I don't remember. Anyways, it's running OpenWRT. From the OpenWRT, that's in the HD root. They have an update folder that contains their logs and all their OAT over the air stuff. And then they've got the boot directory. So, oh shit, wrong button. Command. Apparently, if you type commands into OBS, they don't show up in your terminal. All right, so let's just go look at boot really quick. And so in the boot, we end up with the image.gz.
Milkman goes, why would they encrypt it? No one could possibly remove a BGA chip.
Not only could they not like remove it, I'm sure they couldn't read it after they removed it. Oh, real quick, I want to show I did clean it. That's what I was doing the other night, is I was cleaning it up because I had some shorts, because I'm going to try to reball it back on. Boom. I'm going to try to reball.
You said reball.
Yeah. I'm going to reball this bad boy, and then let's see.
I need my balls to be reballed.
Yeah, I'll work on that for you. I'm going to try to do chip back on. So I did chip off, and then I'm going to do chip back on. Because I took it and I
Polar alert.
wrote it all to an SD card. And the problem with the micro SD card is it changes the boot stuff. Anyways, I'm down a dope rabbit hole, but I'm getting close to being able to boot off of the micro SD card, and then we've got just a full functioning miner, and then I think we can clone these and start building our own. Oh, side note, remember I said I was getting more from that rack miner, the other kind? So they emailed me today and said, I'm not going to get delivery till April of 2022 because they've had chip delays due to the global pandemic and chip supply shortages.
Or they hoarding the miners and mining it for themselves before they send it off.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, so I started making $14 a week with the one that I've got. And guess what I'm at right now?
I don't know. $40,080
a week.
$1.80 a week.
Yeah.
How much is it costing you to run that thing?
Nothing. I mean, it only pulls about 35 watts, so
okay.
Nothing, because it's not actually like a real like a different type
GPU,
of cryptocurrency.
like,
GPU or something else. Yeah, that's one of the things about this is it's low power. So let's go back to the command prompt. I want to show you all some things. Inside of here, basically we've got this RK356 DTB. So this is the kernel file. And they're mounting the drive using UUID, the UUID, because they've got this RAM disk that they initialized to. So this is like some super advanced stuff. They've got all their drivers that are in the modules, and then the image. I don't remember what the image is. I think that's just the boot code to be able to initialize the.
But modules tar is exactly the package manager for OpenWRT, right? If I remember correctly.
Modules.tar.gz. Yeah. This is all pretty common. So, the other interesting thing is if we go to update. Let's do the logs, because the logs are really fun. We always love logs. And if we look at like the boot log, let's tail the boot log. Not boot.0, because the last time I booted it didn't go very far. We can see some of the programs that it starts to run, and some of the addresses that it starts connecting to. Quay.io, Team Helium Miner. So that's the mining software. I was able to also find the miners repository, the source code where it pulls down the latest version, and all the over-the-air stuff. Let's see what else was in here that was fun. Messages is always fun because we can see like different login attempts, what sort of things they did for preparation before they shipped this out, because this was not cleared before I powered it on. So there was some interesting things in the messages log. But the really interesting stuff to me was in this OTA folder. Let's see. Damn it, can't type. Oh, file version. That's just the version number, cat version. That's just one. It's in OTA programs. Where is it? Where are you? Maybe it's in... I forgot where it's at. Maybe I removed it. Because, let me show you, I don't know where the file is, but let me pull up Ghidra, because I have it loaded in Ghidra.
Oh, we're going reverse now.
Yeah, so they have, let's see, is this the right window? Yeah, Dye Reg. So there's this program they have called OTA Dye Reg. And so basically, OTA Dye Reg is the registering application with their IoT framework, and this controls when it pulls down the new updates. This is basically doing everything over the air, all of the updates, everything. This is what makes the as far as I can tell, this is what makes the miner kind of self-sufficient and being able to run on its own. And I found the reference to this in the init startup scripts, which we could go through and look at all the inept stuff. But basically, what's fun inside of here that I thought was really interesting is if we look for... where was it? I think it was this one. Yeah, so let me change this size here. In the strings, I came across this web address called AliUnix.com. Does anybody know what the AliUnix is? And this is the IoT Auth Global. Anyone out there in Chatland know what that is? I'll give you a hint. It's not hosted in the United States.
Isn't that China?
You're damn right that's China. But what China? Ali
Express?
Baba!
Alibaba.
Alibaba! So apparently Alibaba has this dope IoT infrastructure. So this miner, which you connect to your home network, is communicating nonstop to this backdoor IoT infrastructure for Alibaba, which I'm fine with Alibaba on my home network. I don't know about all y'all, but let me tell you more. There's more. It gets worse. So if we come back to the console.
So there are 110 entries in Shodan for IoT Auth Global. So.
And more to be added every day as people keep adding more of these things. So let's look at the I didn't mean that. Let's do HD root.
String Helium has 146 results on Shodan. So
okay, so if we do find in here and we do a grep for open VPN, what on earth do you think we might find? Yeah, that's right. We're looking at OpenVPN certs. and configuration. So they're using. Oh, so I started sniffing traffic at my office with the one at my office, and it was encrypted. It was OpenVPN.
Oh wait,
encrypted.
yeah.
But guess what? I got the
There
certs.
there is a cert
I got the
and a
certs!
client comp.
So then, not only that, they're communicating to servers over the OpenVPN once you establish the OpenVPN to the Alibaba infrastructure that they've got all their cloud infrastructure to do updates and stuff. So now it's like they could likely use that as a backdoor into your system. So you basically just installed a backdoor onto your network. So there you go, helium miners.
They would never do that.
And in case y'all have questions about the authenticity of this, let me just cat this.
But wait,
comp for you.
If it's OpenVPN, that means they're on VPN, so nobody can read the data according to the experts.
Yeah, that's exactly how it works. So these are the servers that it connects to: 8.133.188.146 and 44.224.32.39.
Did you check the range for those?
I have not yet, nor have I connected to it directly, but those are on my to-do list potentially.
Well, let's do them now. Hold on, just give me a second. Let's go back. Go back.
I'm back, bruh.
Hold on. What was that? Where do I go? Oh, wait, did they get rid of that? Oh yeah, try that. There we go. Verifying your request. Yes. What was the IP again?
Mr. Bill's like, if anyone's listening, this is all all theoretical. Yes, I've not done anything. I've just catted and grabbed some files. That's all I've done.
Oh, 8.133.188.146 resolves to China Alien Computing, as in like Alibaba, in Shanghai. Interesting.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
There is nothing wrong with that.
I love having all my data route through China, and I love having a node.
Oh, check it out! They have an entry. The port 8888 is open, according to Shodan.
Yeah.
So it's the Alibaba cloud. Yeah. So once again, confirmed.
And in case y'all, I know you're all still very suspicious of me and the legitimacy of this. In case you're curious if OpenVPN actually runs on boot, we can just go ahead and look and see. Let's see, these are just the configs. Etsy service, it's running some OpenVPN service. There we go, init.d OpenVPN.
Yeah.
With references to the cert. So, and here's the actual for funness. So
if you had a LAN tab between the miner and the upstream, you would be able to see the traffic going in and out, right?
No, because a VPN prevents that. The VPN's stopping you.
Oh, right. I forgot about that. It's not like you have to search for it.
Oh, wait, what is this ca.cert?
Oh, shit, we do!
Let's see what ca.cert is. That seems suspicious. Why would there be a client cert on here? The CA.
Yeah. Fair enough. All right.
So,
well, our adventures into this miner, so the irony is we are mining the miner, right? We're like miners going through a what do you call the shaft of a mountain, but the mountain is this miner, which is kind of like so meta, so metaverse.
Super meta. Variable label says the second IP looks like it's going to Amazon, which doesn't surprise me because you got to have redundancy. You got to have your China servers and your Amazon servers.
Yeah, once you have Amazon and China, you're pretty much good. Right?
I'm sure that's the foundation of all disaster recovery plans, right?
Yes.
Like China and
Amazon.
Oh my gosh.
That was fun.
So side note, I put it on a separate VLAN at my office, and I'm monitoring to see if there's any inbound traffic that hits it pretty hard.
No, that's the more interesting thing, I think. Rather than what it sends out, I think the interesting thing would be if you can detect any incoming.
Right.
Right.
And I need to get a baseline because obviously it's doing self updates. They're doing
Right.
the
Right.
OTA updates periodically because that's an cron job.
Mm,
And also they've got that OTA daemon that's running
right.
nonstop. Their custom software. Oh, side note, real fast back to Ghidra. One thing that was dope of them when they did this software.
Which
Check
Ghidra
this out.
Ghidra or the minor software?
No, Ghidra. Well,
I
no.
know.
The miner software opened in Ghidra. Check
Right.
this out. Check what they did for us. It was dope. Let me see if I can find a good example. Let's see where's the auth is. That'll take us to a nice place. Let's cross ref here.
Hurry up! I gotta pee.
Oh my gosh, you always have to pee. They left all everything in here. It's not packed. It's not obfuscated. It's not anything. Like they literally left everything in here. Like it's. I opened it up and I'm like, this is like so easy to reverse engineer. Like I don't have to do a whole bunch of stuff. Like I.
Well, maybe they downloaded from GitHub and supplemented with Stack Overflow. I mean,
It was very nice to see. It was very polite of them to just let me open this and dig through it without any problems. So
either that or they just didn't want to document it. Yeah, let's just leave it like this.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Crux goes, everything is left there because no one could possibly read it. That's a good point. Because nobody would be stupid enough to chip off a $400 or $500 miner they just got after waiting for half a year.
Oh, side note. Now I don't know if we'll be able to see it on the camera. If you can see in the camera, we can actually see the traces now, and I can then scrape off. I can scrape off some of the mask over them, and then I'll be able to do it for my other miner that I've got at my office.
Yeah, it won't focus.
Yeah, it's not great. So I'll be able to chip off. I'll be able to not. I won't have to chip off the one at my office. So I'm gonna tap that in circuit, so that way I can get it. Oh, side note, another thing I learned is the radio, the 900 megahertz radio that they're using. Oh yeah, I have it on the thing. The 900 megahertz radio that they're using, it's an SPI. It's not even PCI Express. They're just using SPI. So, anyways, it's been a fun week of reverse engineering, and oh my gosh, it's been so fun to dig into this stuff. I've been having a blast.
Don't you have a real job?
No, I need to sleep less.
That's true. That's true. You know what helps?
Red Bull. Side note, I got tickets to Red Bull Rampage. Any mountain bikers out there, they opened up a second round of tickets. They heard me bitching and they opened up more tickets. That means they're about to sponsor us, man. They're this close.
No, that just means you are the rock star that you claim not to be. Like you bitch about it Twitter and then Red Bull opens up tickets. I don't want to shit from you being about me being the rock star. You are the fucking rock star.
Oh man, I'm so excited. It's gonna be October 15th. I'm gonna be down there, Virgin, Utah, desert, next to Zion National Park. It's gonna be
well. At least
amazing.
now you all know who has a ticket, just in case you want a ticket. You know.
Yeah, yeah, you can come take it from me because there's only one way. I'm not going.
All right. Let's do some plugged in announcement. We have a couple of good plugs coming up.
Nice.
ShellCon is coming up October 8th and 9th. ShellCon is ShellCon LA, awesome community, PlugX, Fun Size, all the other gang, the West Coast gang will be probably involved in it. So yeah, go hit them up and support them. Their swag store is open, so and whatnot. Oprah meetup is coming up too, October 2nd, which is I think this Saturday.
Yeah, that is Saturday. Wow, that came fast.
Yeah, they're doing there might be doing some hardware swapping, so like not like German swap party swapping, but like hardware. You get the idea. Tool Philly will be there, so yeah, Whopper meetup. They still have tickets on the Eventbrite last time I checked, so go check them out on the Twitters and get your tickets and head over there. And every time you see Clay, whisper in his ear, Stack Overflow rules. Right. Oh yeah, there was talk about a war driving rig show and tell roundtable kind of thing. I think there was happening in the Discord and chats and whatnot. So go talk to them.
That's awesome.
Danny, our good friend Danny.
Oh my gosh.
This week's name drop Danny.
Danny.
Like last week we had Renderman. This week we have like Danny. Danny is doing a BarnCon, November 13th in Eastern PA. So go hunt him on his Twitter, Dakaki, about that. Apparently, Bryson Bort and Malware Jake Marai, the user gang, will be there.
Yeah. Keynoting
like
it. They'll be keynoting from a barn.
It sounds like a fun time. I wish I could make it. I don't, but yeah, because it's November, make sure you wear your Guy Fawkes masks so you look like a hacker and whatnots and shit like that. So, the other big news that I wanted to share today, in regards to our community. Yes, Mr. Bill, you are correct. That is exactly what I was going to talk about. Hardhat Brigade, our friends, now has a YouTube channel. And they have been posting videos of people talking about their hardhat builds,
which is dope.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Bill, next time you use my photo, at least let me know, because I was like, oh, what's this clip? And then I see my picture. I'm like, oh, shit. So, Texas Cyber Summit. I don't know about Texas. Yeah, I guess Texas Cyber Summit is also coming up.
And ThoughtCon.
Yeah.
And I heard, rumor has it, ShmooCon is on this year, baby. ShmooCon in person.
Yep.
November 8th, I think, is the tickets release date.
I'm not gonna even bother. Like, I have been there for the last 5 years without a ticket. I just kind of showed up, ended up buying a ticket off somebody who was there, who couldn't make it there, and so whatnot. So. Look, I don't want people to get the wrong impression that I was gifted access to the ShmooCon. I wasn't. I literally bought a ticket off of somebody for the last 5 years who couldn't make it, because I was like, hey, I'm here. Anybody got a ticket? And just give the word out, and people are like, oh yeah, I got an extra ticket.
Yeah, there's always somebody that has an extra. Yep.
Yeah. So.
Yep.
So that's one way. Besides the fact that LobbyCon is awesome by itself for Shmoo.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to, if I can make it to do. I will be doing my first international trip again, end of October, I think. As of now, I don't know how we'll plan out, but
that's exciting. I can't wait to hear about that one.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird because I'm like, I haven't traveled for like almost 2 years now.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you take your shoes off when you board a plane? I don't
Hell
remember.
No.
Anyway, so that's it for this week.
Yeah, you take your shoes off and you put them over your face as a mask.
Oh.
Hold on, I got one more thing.
Mm.
Huge shout out to Darren from Hack5. We had a care package show up with the new Pineapple Mark 7. Oh geez. And we got the Bash Bunny, of course. Gonna do some bad stuff. But the way that this all spawned is they heard us talking about our ideas of throwing down some action in some Airbnbs. So anytime a gauntlet gets thrown down, Darren delivers and MG delivers. So we got the OMG cables.
Thank you.
Huge shout out and thank you to them. Go support Hack5 if you haven't already. I'm sure all of y'all have 10 Hack5 things. But I'm so excited to go play with this. Looking at booking some Airbnbs just for the fun of planting some cables. So
you got to be close by those. It has to be like an Airbnb right next door.
I'm literally looking at places nearby. I will gladly spend $100 to be able to plant something, just so I can make a video about how I planted.
I'll do one here.
A lightning cable at an Airbnb.
This is going to be so good.
Yeah. So Coming to you soon, perhaps some Airbnb hacks coming in the future.
Oh yeah. By the way, the other thing is that the whole wiggle into space Twitter thread got some serious action between people like, yeah, you can do that, or with White Shadow going, well, FAA regulation says. I'm like, and Lozalink is like, I'm getting a weather balloon, and I'm like,
yeah, that did gain some serious traction.
yeah, let's keep that ball going too. So
heck yeah, we gotta wiggle in space.
We'll
figure out the GPS stuff.
So wait, the projects we have on tap right now is we have the mining into the miner.
Yep, mining into the miner.
Wiggle into space.
Wiggle into space.
And hack the Airbnb.
Airbnb hacks.
Plant the backdoor Airbnb. We are getting banned off Twitch so fast. I mean...
that's okay. Right. We got YouTube to fall back on.
That's true. That's true. Oh yeah. Hey, go check. Go follow subscribers on the YouTubes. Just
don't forget to like.
Yeah. Also, if anybody knows how to get more visibility on YouTube, just shoot me a.
I told Henry to give us the power leveling, and he hasn't done it yet. So I'll get on him tomorrow, see if we can get it power leveled.
Right. So, Kimber's signing up for the Airbnb hacks. Okay, Kimber, you're on Team Airbnb. This is, man, if we can continue this ball of like different episodes, we're gonna have like a small village at DEF CON on our own.
I know,
the wireless shit show village where the different teams present what their findings was over the year.
I love it.
That sounds like a fun thing.
Let's hack the planet.
Let's indeed hack the planet. So all right, everybody, are we doing it next week? Are we good for next week, or the 6th?
Let me check my calendar.
But you might have something.
Should be good.
Yeah, we call it Hot Tub Village.
Hot Tub Village. Yeah, yeah, we should be good. Confirmed. We should be good.
All right. So same date, or same channel, same time for now.
Yep.
Shit posting in real life. Yes, the shit posters village. All right, everybody, stay safe. We'll see you next time.
We love your faces.
Thanks for tuning.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us. You guys, y'all are amazing. We appreciate you very much. Have a good night.